Last time on MasterChef Australia.
This is all about speed. It's a race.
You need to serve up a portion of butter to us weighing 150 grams, give or take 5 grams.
I'm in hell right now.
The first person to do this will win a huge advantage going into tomorrow's challenge. On 46, we have a winner!
Yes!
As Top 50 Week continued in Melbourne, Matt Moran set the challenge in the first elimination.
This is do or die.
And 5 more amateurs proved their skill, earning a place in the top 24.
Wow.
Tonight, acclaimed chef Shannon Bennett brings in the pain in a pressure test.
On MasterChef, terror comes hidden under a cloche.
Please, God, no.
With the next 6 aprons up for grabs, who will have what it takes to recreate this 3-hatted dish?
If I've got the time, I'll pull it off.
We know there's going to be some of you that are going to struggle. But you know what? There'll be some of you that will shine. Today's a special day. Why? Because you'll be facing your first ever pressure test. What you guys don't know is that Bo had a little advantage last night. After winning the butter challenge, Bo was given the recipe and all the ingredients to practice the dish last night. Bo, have you been up all night?
I'm wrecked. I'm absolutely spent. I got to bed about 1 o'clock and I had 4 hours sleep.
Bo, yesterday when you saw the dish, what was your reaction?
I didn't know what it was.
On MasterChef, terror comes hidden under a cloche. So to introduce you to your first pressure test, please welcome, with the dish that you'll cook today, the owner and head chef of Vue de Monde restaurant, Shannon Bennett.
I don't know if you laugh later.
Shannon, welcome to the Royal Exhibition Buildings. Thank you for bringing in something that nightmares are made of. Will this dish test our contestants?
Yes.
Good. Shannon, will you reveal the dish they've got to cook?
It's my pleasure, Matt. Oh, my God. So the dish you're cooking today is peach Melba. A modern version of peach Melba. The history of this dessert is from 1892, that it was actually in honour of Dame Nellie Melba. Originally, it had a sugar cage that surrounded just a very, very simple poached peach. I felt that was a little bit too simple for you today. And so we've turned this into a restaurant dish. I'm sure you're going to have some fun.
Yeah, that's what we're going to have fun.
There's also another important reason why we've chosen this dessert for you. Not only was Dame Nellie Melba from Melbourne, but she also performed in this very building 100 years ago. And her father was actually one of the stonemasons who built the building.
So, Shannon, let's talk about the pressure points. What are they going to find most difficult?
Peach Melba is obviously peach that's been poached. So we're taking that a little step further and we're turning that peach into a puree and then we're setting that peach into a gel. We've got caramel that's then encasing that gel and then we've got a really lovely, smooth, light vanilla mousse. So you can see the two different layers there. Obviously, you've got the mousse, then you've got the gel and the caramel. We then finish it off with obviously encasing that sphere in the white chocolate cage, garnishing with a few raspberries, and then finishing with the biscuit over the plate.
I'm tasting crunchy, I'm tasting sweet, I'm tasting the delicious peach flavour, and the texture is a little bit jelly-like, but a bit firmer.
It is, it's so delicate, it's sort of like a feather, just floating down and landing on the plate. It's incredible.
You're tasting all the classical components of a peach Melba, just done in a more modern way.
Cool.
Yeah.
Suitably terrified?
Yeah.
Fantastic. Step back into line. What we're looking for is the best desserts of the day. We're going to taste 12 and 12 only. And the reason you want to be one of those 12 best peach Melbas is that 6 of you will win an apron.
Oh, wicked.
That means straight into the top 24, all your dreams come true.
I desperately wanted to get that apron. I want the opportunity to be in that top 24. I've got my fingers crossed, I've got my legs crossed. I'm just hoping that they will call my name out today.
Let's get to your benches. You know what's ahead of you, you've got your recipe and all the ingredients that you need to make this beautiful peach Melba. You have 2 hours, knock our socks off, your time starts now.
So I'm looking at this dessert and it's got about 750 elements to it, and I'm thinking, where do I start and how on earth do you make it? And how many pages are the recipe?
In the centre of the peach Melba, there's a sphere. Half of it's peach gel and the other half is white chocolate mousse. To make the mousse, first you've got to make a cream englaze. I'm just creaming the sugar and the egg yolks at the moment.
This is for your mousse?
This is for the mousse, yep. Yeah, just got the cream and the milk.
Across all the series, everybody gets an advantage at some stage, but this is a cracker.
This has come at the right time for me.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Hi, I'm Bo Cook. Welcome to my kitchen. My job is pretty rough. We're in the mud most of the time. It's good, like we get to play with big machinery and that, but quite often I'll zone out when I'm at work and think about what I'm going to cook when I get home. When you're cooking for your mates, yeah, what's left of it anyway.
The first step was to bring the milk to the boil, and of course I overboil my pot and milk is overflowing all over the gassay. And I think, how can I already screw up the first sentence of the first step of my recipe?
At the very beginning of the challenge, I'd read the recipe 2 or 3 times, but I'd made a mistake. I started with 2 eggs, but I needed 5 eggs, not 2 eggs. I got it wrong.
Oh, how are you going? Good, good.
There's a little bit of mess already. We're not really into the challenge good and proper.
Yeah.
Are you finding the recipe difficult to follow?
Yeah, you cottoned on, didn't you? That was clever.
Yeah, I did.
My name's Lydia and I'm from Perth.
Being a mum, I'm under pressure a lot, but not this kind of pressure.
My dream path in terms of food is a really gorgeous cafe mezze bar, somewhere where you can go for great coffee and something small to eat. How do you caress that?
This is a great challenge. I think this is one of the hardest top 50 challenges we've ever had, so thanks for that. Appreciate it. I'm sure they're thinking kind thoughts about you. But if you look at them all, they're scurrying away, and there's a lot of intensity trying to decipher that recipe and keeping it on track. They've got a lot of work to do.
To do a complex dessert in a short amount of time is quite tricky, but I love my chocolate. I have a sweet mouth, not a sweet tooth. Once the mousse is finished, you need to pour it into the creamer gun, which aerates it and makes it light and fluffy. Then you pipe it into moulds, but it's not as easy as it looks. Did I just do that the wrong way? Oh my gosh.
Try and hold it upright. Yeah.
Nothing's coming out of mine.
Did you put something in it?
Yeah, I've got something in it. Hilarious, guys.
Okay. Give me a look. Now, we've got a problem with your mousse.
Well, have you put the right cream in there?
The thickened one?
I think you may have made your creme anglaise with double cream.
Oh, Dom, things aren't going well, are they?
Not at all.
Do you think you're out of your depth here?
Yes.
Dom, are you going to plate up anything today?
Yeah, I am.
Good girl.
I'm going to. You know, all I can really do is try my best, follow the recipe, hope that my mousse turns out okay, get these in the freezer and just keep going.
Hey, Kylie, how you going?
Hello, good, thanks, I think.
You looked a little bit worried when Shannon revealed the cloche on that beautiful peach Melba.
I just know how much effort goes into such a beautiful piece of artwork. I've watched the show for the last 3 years. I've seen all these amazing dessert chefs and chefs come onto the show, and I've always wanted to do a pressure test and be able to smash out one of these cool desserts. So,
Now, what have you written on your hand?
Dream.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Sweet dreams tonight, hopefully. I'm Kylie, a physiotherapy student from Sydney. Get lost! I'd love to one day have my own little cafe and dessert bar attached. I love cooking desserts and sweet things. I find with sweets, you can be a lot more creative and have a lot more fun with them. Oops, days.
So I've got my white chocolate mousse and that's looking really good. I'm moving on to my peach puree now to set that into a gel. I've never worked with gelatin before at all. So I could be in a world of trouble right here and not even know that I am. So anyway, it is what it is. I'm Tanya, I work in sales and marketing and I'm from Adelaide.
Cheers, welcome to Mama T's kitchen yet again.
My friends call me Mama T and my ultimate dream is to open up Mama T's kitchen, and it will be just a beautiful little food bar where you can come and enjoy great food and everyone will know your name.
Look at that.
So hopefully I can live the dream.
What do you want to be when you grow up? I want to be a chef.
There's nothing delicate about these hands.
While I was cooking the peach jelly, I had a bit of a hiccup. Split my pants. Can't believe I split my pants. I split my pants, look at that.
That's made my whole day.
Yeah, it's real funny, isn't it? Far out. My name's Andy, I'm an electrician and I'm from Newcastle.
What do you reckon, Pete? Did you teach him everything he knows, mate?
Nah, he's a lot better than me, Mark. Nah, a lot better.
As much as being an electrician is good, I think I'm just ready to branch out into different things. Hopefully that will have something to do with cooking. I'm under the pump big time. I've no idea what I'm doing. I'm just totally winging the whole thing.
There is a whole lot of uncertainty in this room, a little sprinkle of fear, and maybe a glimmer of hope. You have 1 hour to go.
You know, what's interesting is we're going to get chalk and cheese. We're going to get great dishes, I believe, and we're going to get some disasters.
Looking at Andy that guy's going to actually, this Aussie bloke, electrician, I didn't think would be able to put up a beautiful, pristine dessert, but I'm starting to change my mind about that. Maybe electricians are taught do one job at a time. You've got to work methodical, you've got to work really clean, and that's what he's doing.
Well, I'll tell you what, I'm loving Beau at the front. I know he's had all the advantage in the world, but he's just focusing on what he's doing. He's not looking behind him, and he's working methodically through all those elements, and I think he's doing all right.
Moving forward, I mean, we're pretty well much at kindergarten at the moment in terms of technicality. We're moving into pretty much the primary school component, which to me is going to be making the caramel.
Doesn't this look pretty?
Last night I found the hardest step was making the caramel wafer, which you have to blowtorch around the ball that goes in the middle. It involved melting some sugary ingredients to exact temperatures and then pouring it onto a tray and getting it straight into the fridge.
You need to see a beautiful golden caramel colour come across everything in the saucepan. Hot pot, hot pot. I popped mine into the blast chiller to set it. Once that's set, you have to blend it, sieve it, and then bake it into a tiny disc in the oven.
Now, you have a little pastry thing going outside of your normal job.
Yum.
You're already doing what a lot of people do after MasterChef. Why the hell are you doing this?
Well, I want to shop. I don't want to just go to the markets every second week and cook out of a rented kitchen. I want my own place.
Okay.
I want ovens, I want utensils.
I tend to feel so far in the top 50, nobody's noticed you.
Yeah.
We haven't noticed you. You haven't done anything that we've gone,
Maybe today's my day. If I'm lucky.
That was the line I was looking for.
Here are the statistics, guys. 30 minutes to go, 6 aprons up for grabs.
The caramel has just been an absolute disaster. I really don't know what's happened. It hasn't gone brown. It's like thick and gluggy. I've put it in the blast chiller. It's not setting. It's just not going to happen. I'm not getting an apron. This is the end of my MasterChef dream.
The noise of that caramel going around in the food processor is what we should be hearing now. If you haven't got that caramel at that stage, you need to quickly.
Oh.
Well, you either get into the house or you don't. So it's either go and live your dream or go home. So, and I've got a great husband to go home to and I've got a great life, but, you know, it's pretty hard at my age to change your life.
Just concentrate on doing an absolute knockout peach puree and gel or a really beautiful chocolate cake. Show us something, some skills, so we can, you know, fall in love with your cooking a bit, because that's what we want to do.
Okay.
And I think you'll surprise yourself. And remember that. This show is all, remember this, MasterChef is all about people doing things they never, ever thought they could do.
And that's why I'm here.
You made that, okay?
Yeah, thanks, Matt. He's given me a bit of motivation and mentored me, and I didn't realise his eyes were quite so blue. They matched his beautiful suit today.
Reminder, we're only tasting 12 of the best peach Melbas. Time to dig deep, 15 minutes to go.
I can't remember the last time I felt pressure like this. You need a bit of finesse when you're piping the white chocolate onto the ice, to make the cage. And I'm panicking that it's not going to work. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do it.
Wow, my hand's shaky.
so many different components, and I'm sure when they looked at that dish, they went, I reckon I could do that. Now there's a lot of doubt.
But you know what's really lovely to see? Some of them are making that little chocolate cage. Now, that was really what I was really worried about, but then the difficulty is going to lie in that plating up, that presentation.
Look at the intensity on Beau's face. He had every advantage. He got the recipe ahead of time. He got the opportunity to practice elements of the dish. He should be in heaven right now, but this guy is under pressure.
Gary, do you think we've given him a dessert that's probably out of their league?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, Shannon has really set him to task here, and I think that some will put up a dessert that is exactly like or close to Shannon's. Others are not even in the ballpark. But that's the point of getting into the top 24. George and I just want to point out, do not give up. 5 minutes to go.
I'm just going to try and get something up, so we'll see how I go.
So to plate the dish, you have to combine the two halves, the peach gel and the white chocolate mousse. You have to seal them together without getting it to melt, so you have to work quickly because hot hands are going to melt that.
Oh, I'm just so disappointed.
Then you use the blowtorch to melt the caramel around the ball. It has to be done quickly so the ball doesn't melt.
So I get down to about 3 minutes to go and I'm ready to plate up. I'm pretty happy with what I've got. I get my cage positioned on the plate, looks good, get everything else around it, and then the bottom cage starts to fall apart.
Don't keep touching it. The more you touch it, the more you're going to destroy it.
It sort of held some sort of shape. That was really playing on my emotions.
My game plan for this challenge is to get everything on the plate, no matter what. And yeah, I was starting to pack it.
This is the kind of pressure we talk about in the kitchen. 1 minute to go.
The peach puree is not setting, but I've got to put something on this plate, and I am going to put something on this plate.
10 seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Time is up.
Done!
I can't believe that.
Freezer.
Now that is what we call a challenge. I wonder how you've done.
More than any other dish, dessert seduces visually. That's why we're tasting the 12 best-looking desserts.
From those 12, the 6 best peach Melbas will earn their makers a MasterChef apron and straight in to the top 24.
The first one up.
Andy. Can you believe it? I mean, you know, less than a couple of weeks ago, you're in Newcastle, and here you are now, doing a 3-hat dessert from one of the best chefs in the country.
Yeah, I didn't even know what it was when you lifted the lid.
Now, little birdie told me that you blew a volt in your pants. Is that right?
Yeah, I had a bit of a blowout. That was a good look.
Are you hoping for an apron today?
I want it more than anything, really more than anything.
That's special. It really is. It's fresh, it's clean. You taste peach. You got that little bit of caramel there. Okay, there could be a little bit more on there. But you know what? You're an amateur cook, and this is only, you know, the top 50. Well done.
Thanks.
Really good. The acidity of the raspberries, the crunch of the caramel. So, well done, Andy.
Cheers. Thanks heaps. Thanks heaps. Appreciate it.
Come over here, mate. No, round here. Try that on for size. See how you feel. Because I reckon you might be getting a real one of those in a minute.
Cheers, guys.
Okay, Andy.
Thanks.
Next up.
I'm feeling pressured because I'd been given this advantage. And I'm thinking, oh my God, is it going to be me or is it going to be one of these others?
Kylie, would you like to bring your dessert up?
That caramel has to not just crack, not just snap, but be crisp. That caramel's beautifully crisp. The peach mousse is that lovely, rich, rolling fragrance that good peach has. There is, however, none of that white vanilla mousse, which is a big drawback. Because this man here ate it all when he first went up. And that gives you an idea of quite how good that dessert was, because Gary's there like that going, they'll never notice, I'll just finish it. That's a great rendition of Shanna's Peach Melba, well done.
Thank
really
you very much.
Next up, Lydia. Lydia?
Yes.
You happy with that?
Wanted a perfect cage.
You're as flat as a tack.
Really? Because
Are you
I'm
exhausted?
petrified.
You're petrified.
I am.
Why are you petrified?
Because I really want an apron today, and I want to learn how to cook.
Okay. Shall we taste?
Please.
In terms of taste, I think you've nailed the mousse. It's really delicate, it's soft and it's smooth, so you've obviously made that well. Nailed the peach flavour. And the little chocolate cage, even though you might think that looks a little rough, it's sort of multi-dimensional and it looks really quite cool, to be honest. I still think you've done a really good job. Well done.
Okay, thank you. Cheers.
The next dish belongs to Emma. That caramel needs to be a little bit thicker so you get that crunch as you go through.
Mario. It's not the most beautiful,
Yeah, sure.
Next up to the tasting table is Ben.
You followed the recipe so well that every component actually really tastes great.
Yep. Thank you.
The acidity from the raspberries all comes together really nicely, so well done, Ben.
Thank you very much.
Keep up the passion, mate.
Thank you. Thanks, Shannon.
It's time to taste. Dom.
Shit.
The cream isn't as soft as it should be, and we know why. But I'm going to congratulate you for doing an excellent job of putting up a dish that represents sort of Shannon's peach Melba. Well done.
Thank you so much.
Next up.
I'm standing there looking at my dish and I'm thinking, I'm going back to digging holes.
Julia. When I came and chatted to you earlier, I sort of said you've disappeared from view. So if you felt the pressure or we felt you've disappeared a little bit out of view in the first couple of challenges and then you hit your straps with desserts, what happens from here on?
I have to do just as well with all the savouries, don't I?
Otherwise, what's going to happen to that dream of yours?
I'll be going home and continuing with it.
Ooh. Is that fighting talk?
Yes.
Ooh. Shannon, have a look at this. Look.
Oh, how good's that caramel? Great sound. I love that crunching sound. How good's that? Has this done your dish proud?
It certainly has. It's worthy of an effort of, say, a young pastry chef who's had 3 or 4 years' experience.
Thank you.
Take your plate.
Oh, just a long walk back here.
James. Your mousse is a little bit sticky.
Okay.
Tatum. A lot of caramel on there.
Keen. I'm going to put a big question mark in terms of presentation.
The last dish we want to taste. Belongs to Beau.
I was so relieved when I took my plate up there to the judges. I've got everything on the plate that I wanted to. It tastes good in my eyes, and I'm just hoping that the judges like it.
Do you think you did as good as you could do?
No, I don't think so, no. Obviously, presentation's not too good.
All right, well, let's taste. I think you put up a pretty dish. And I think most of the components that you've put in this dessert are actually really good. The mousse, the gel, and there was that little caramel crunch from the toffee that you melted over the top. So you got all the major components done. Even that little cage you put over the top, even though it's not absolutely perfect, it's still nice. It's got a little snap in it. I think you've done a good job.
Guys, you all did 12 beautiful renditions of my recipe. So hats off to you all, but we're after 6 perfect peach melbas.
If I call your name, please step forward and put on your MasterChef apron. Andy.
Oh, that looks much better. Thank you. Well done, mate.
Andy, you deserved a real apron after that rendition of Shannon's Peach Melba. Welcome to the Top 24.
Cheers, thanks.
Next apron goes to Julia. I'll do it up. I said when I was walking around and came up for a chat with you that maybe you just sort of disappeared into the background. Well, no longer.
Thank
well
you.
done.
The next apron belongs to Kylie.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
3 down, 3 to go. Next one to win an apron. Lydia.
And the next apron goes to Ben.
Thank you so much. Well done, buddy. Thank you.
Every pressure test has winners and has losers. And with this pressure test, there's only 1 apron left. This apron goes to Bo. Happy?
Very happy. I'm just a bit worried about one thing though. I'll probably get punched in the face by my mates when they find out I got in on something called a peach melba.
To the 6 of you, congratulations, awesome job. You can now go and join the rest of our top 24 over there. Well done. Over the last week, we've been watching you. We've listened to your dreams. We've assessed you in the kitchen. We've tried to sense your passion and how much you want this. There are 27 of you left, but there are only 6 aprons. There'll be one final chance to cook, one final chance to earn one of those aprons. But tonight, Gary and George will decide which 12 of you have done enough to earn that right to cook. Steel yourselves, it'll be a bumpy ride. You can go now.
I don't think I've shown the judges everything I have got in me yet. I've got so much more to show and so much more to develop and learn. So I've now got another opportunity, and hopefully this time I can prove to them that I'm top 24 material.
Okay, the serious stuff's starting now.
So this is it. We've got one last chance to plead our case. The judges are waiting. I think they're taking into account what you've done during the week, and I just hope I've shown enough.
Just waiting to go up and see the judges and to plead clemency is, yeah, quite hard work.
My fate is in the judge's hands. I'm really nervous, so yeah.
Oh, my stomach is just gone.
My fate's in their hands tonight, and I don't know if they're going to say, Tanya, we believe in you to, you know, let you live your dream.
Look, I've absolutely given it my best shot. I really hope I have given it enough to get through. I've made mistakes.
It's a bit messy, it's a bit mucky, you know, and you need to fix that if you want to get further on in the competition.
Absolutely. I really feel like I've learned from those mistakes, so I hope they can see that.
I think we need to acknowledge that it was through thousands of applicants that you guys were cherry-picked. And that this top 50 week is about standing up. It's about saying to George, Matt, Gary, I'm here and I want to be here and I want to go through to the top 24. But none of you really have. None of you have really stood up and done that through the food. But there was definitely one dish in auditions that blew us away. That dish was a Singapore peppered crab. And that dish belonged to Kath.
You want a bit?
Kath, the memory of that dish is the only reason why we're keeping you in this competition. Ladies, unfortunately, the road ends here.
Thank you.
Ladies, best of luck. And we'll see you soon, Kath.
Come on, girls. Look, I mean, you know, I've been amongst some amazing talent, amazing company, and there's some pretty awesome cooks amongst our group. You know, top 50 out of thousands of applications, well, that's good enough for me.
It was only the black pepper crab.
Feeling gutted for a lot of these people that have dreams just like me, and, you know, the end has come. There's nothing I can do. Hopefully they believe that this dream of mine is real.
Harvey, put us into your world.
Food's important. It's who I am. You know, food is like, it's for your soul almost. It's not for your body. It brings people together.
Cheers.
Cheers.
You've certainly got a lot to learn, and I think you've got more to offer. So I think today, you're not going home.
Wow, thank you very much.
Still in the competition.
Oh, Mario.
It's not sounding good.
Car detailer, cooking a Shannon Bennett peach Melba. Did a brilliant job, so we want to see more.
Oh, yes.
Thanks, George.
Love it, man. Keep talking like that.
Thanks, George.
Good stuff. Can't wait to see you, boys.
You'll be all day! Bring it on!
Got another chance now, and I'm going to be fighting like anything to get one of those aprons.
I'm both confident and apprehensive. I'm hoping that what I've cooked so far, they've been generally pleased with.
It's cooked. Look at that.
That breast is brilliant.
I'm loving this roast chicken. It is so flavoursome and delicious.
Filippo?
Gary, George.
We know you're passionate. We know you're incredibly focused. You're very serious. We think, honestly, you'd make a wonderful contestant. But we're just questioning whether or not maybe you're the Sunday lunch guy.
Talk about backing yourself, and I'm very confident that I've got the skills, and I just want to show you. I'll show you some spectacular food, and I'm going to absolutely bring everything that I possibly can to the table. I know I've got more inside me, and I want to show you about that. I'll be in the zone, and I'll be able to give you something special. I can really
talk a lot, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm in?
Absolutely.
We're backing you now.
Respect. Thanks. I'm feeling fantastic, absolutely ecstatic. I've got emotions that just want to burst out. They've given me a real chance. They've really backed me. They've overlooked some of the mistakes that I've made, and they really believed in me, and it's given me such confidence to earn my apron.
There's only one position that we can offer. Deb, that place goes to you. Carolyn, it's you. Roger, you get the opportunity to cook again. Bianca, Tatum, to be honest, both of you have wavered. And for those reasons, you're not going to get another chance in this competition.
Keen, Mindy, you're through.
Oh, thank you so much. I'm just absolutely floored.
Good on you.
As I'm walking, then all these thoughts came into my mind, and I couldn't really focus, and I felt like time just lagged and lagged. Hello.
Yukio.
Yes.
You a pretender?
No. I'm not.
Can you cook?
Yes, I can cook.
Or is it just meat with fruit? You a freak or what?
A bit. I can show you guys that I can cook, and I have different techniques I can still show you.
You believe him? We want to see more. All right?
Yes, definitely.
One more chance.
Thank you.
You
Thank you
hear
so
me?
much. Thank you.
Off you go.
Thank you. Thanks so much. Now that I've said that I can cook, I have to really deliver a more superior dish than I did before. That was the scariest stuff ever.
There's only 2 spots left. Emma, you're struggling through this last little bit, aren't you?
Yep.
Why?
I really wanted an apron today and I didn't get one. You know, I know I'm worth it and I know I'm here and I'm willing to learn, and I just really want an opportunity to show you guys how willing I am to learn and prove myself.
Dom, earlier today, absolute disaster in the kitchen.
Yeah, I struggled a lot at the beginning, but I managed to get myself together, just a little Aussie battler trying to get it finished.
George and I talked a lot about this one. James. Sorry, you're going home. Emma, Dom, You've got one more chance to try and get one of those aprons and get into the top 24.
It's bittersweet emotions, just losing a lot of new friends, but they're giving me an opportunity to prove to them that I really want this, and I've got a 50-50 chance of getting an apron.
Thanks. Now that I've got another opportunity to cook, I'm even more determined to get an apron and get into that top 24. Nothing can stop me now.
Next time on MasterChef Australia.
Welcome to your first ever masterclass.
The amateurs are off to sunny Daylesford to learn some tips and tricks from the professionals.
It's like being the first day at school, isn't it?
Living legend Alla Wolf Tasker serves up a stunning spiced warm duck salad.
I'm here today to show you how easy it can be to cook duck.
It's unreal.
George and Matt Moran give an essential lesson on the basics of classic French cuisine.
Compliments to the chef. We surprise ourselves sometimes.
And Gary finishes up with a simple, fresh fig and frangipane tart.
I love my own cooking, but that's wonderful.
Then, further ahead,
Knowing that there's only 6 more aprons left, it makes me want it even more.
the competition heats up as the final 12 hopefuls face off in a French invention test.
One dish that blows us away is what we want.
In their last chance to make the top 24.
George just said to me, "Are you worried about anyone?" And I said, "Everyone."
But to earn that apron, they'll need to impress a master of modern French cuisine, Jacques Ramond.
I don't like that at all.
This is a big deal, you know, this is your last chance.
To have it just there and not get it would be absolutely gutting.